What's up? Well, it's time to talk about another crime thriller, but yeah, this is going to be an interesting one because today I'm going to be talking about the girl who kicked the hornet's nest. Now, I'm an idiot and thought this was the first one, but no, this is the third one in the film series, so I started watching it with that, so I'm just going to do it the way I watch them. But yeah, this is a Swedish film of a trilogy. The girl with the dragon tattoo and the girl who played with fire are the first two. This is the third one that they made, and then there's also an American version that didn't get well received, starring Daniel Craig and stuff. I'll talk about that one in the future, but yeah, of the girl with the dragon tattoo. But this one is basically the concluding story of what all this is. But yeah, so yeah, the girl who kicked the hornet's nest. This was released in North America by Music Box Films. Released October 29th, 2010. Um, Produced by Soren St. Armos. Written by Ulf Ryberg. I'm probably butchering these names, but yeah. And directed by Danny Alfredson, who's also did The Girl Who Played with Fire, the one previous to this. Uh, Intrigo, Death of an Author, Kidnapping Mr. Heineken, uh, Backway, and stuff like that. He's a Swedish director. This is a Swedish film, so yeah. But yeah, Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest is basically you follow. I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but yeah, you follow this main character chick. I think her name's like Wendy or something like that. But yeah, you follow her. She's so the girl who played with fire, she tried to kill her dad and stuff. So she's in like a mental hospital for the first little bit, and then the cops are trying to get her to talk. She won't say anything, and the whole point of this film is to catch the killer, the actual the killer, and well, she's in prison. So there's like a magazine company that's writing an article on it, and they catch on to what's actually going on, and they try to help her get out of the crime and stuff. Well, a lot of stubborn detectives and stuff believe they have their thing. Pretty common for crime thrillers and stuff. It's a pretty common story played out. The the other ones, if I remember correctly, were a little more darker than this. This is basically just the concluding court part of it. But yeah, so overall, I thought this film was super boring. um, Not much really happens in it. There's your typical, it's your typical crime thriller. Yeah, you have your, uh, what's the word I'm looking for? You have your court case and the build up to it with the killers, and then obviously the killers are going to get caught. And yeah, there's not much to it. This is just a typical wrap up film in a trilogy, basically. There's nothing special about it at all. I thought this film was just super boring. The acting, I watched the English dub version, and it was actually pretty decent. Um, Not as bad. Definitely didn't add anything to the film, and it's very bland and subtle. I thought I'm not a huge fan of this series anyway, so but I was bored through it on, and yeah, I see why I haven't seen it in a while. Definitely not for me. I don't really have anything else to say besides it's super boring and a waste of time. So yeah, that's all I'm basically going to tell you about that film. I don't have any other thoughts on it. There's yeah, just basic, typical crime thriller stuff, and it wasn't interesting. Nothing new to the table. I don't know how it became such a big sensation when it came out. It's cool that it was a Swedish film. I like watching foreign films and stuff, seeing the difference. But this one was definitely way too subtle for my liking, and it definitely wasn't for me. So with that, I'm going to give this one a 1 out of 5. I'm just doing this on a quick review. I didn't have very much else to say about it, so yeah, sorry. Yeah, but maybe I'll do the other ones. If you want that, comment that down below. Also, make sure you check out the trailer down below if you're actually interested in this type of stuff. That I'll link it down below too, so you can see what I'm talking about and judge it for yourself. Also, my Instagram's always linked down below. I always post clips of films and review in the future on my story, and I usually have the film title and hashtag and the subgenre film and is in the video clip too, so make sure you follow me there to stay in the loop. And yeah, make sure you like this video, share it so more people are aware of it and could probably forget about it. And yeah, that's about it. Make sure you subscribe because you never know what I'm going to talk about next. I think we're more into like sci-fi horror stuff that's a little more interesting and up my alley. And yeah, it was a good little segue trying to figure out if I should watch this type of stuff or not, but it wasn't really my cup of tea, so I'm not going to stick with it right now. So, but if you want to see the rest, comment those down below. And yeah, that's about it. So I guess I'll see you all in the next review. Hopefully it's something better. So cheers.